It was rejected by the state. Been a lot of criticism of that move. People saying, this is exactly what we were fearing with the individual freedom bill. I don't know if you or the commissioner could maybe expand a little bit more about what was in that course.
I think so. As you know, in the state of Florida, our education standards not only don't prevent, but they require teaching Black history, all the important things. That's part of our core curriculum. This was a separate course on top of that for advanced placement credit. And the issue is we have guidelines and standards in Florida. We want education, not indoctrination. If you fall on the side of indoctrination, we're going to decline. If it's education, then we will do. This course, so when I heard it didn't meet the standards, I figured, yeah, they may be doing security. It's way more than that. This course on Black history, what's one of the lessons about? Queer theory. Now, who would say that an important part of Black history is queer theory? That is somebody pushing an agenda on our kids. And so when you look to see they have stuff about intersectionality, abolishing prisons, that's a political agenda. And so that's the wrong side of the line for Florida standards. We believe in teaching kids facts and how to think, but we don't believe they should have an agenda imposed on them. When you try to use Black history to shoehorn in queer theory, you are clearly trying to use that for political purposes.
Hi everyone, this is Ashley. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. The truth matters. So I wanted to talk about the recent headline with Desantis rejecting critical race theory. So the other day my parents called me and they're like, did you watch what your governor did? He don't want the school to talk about African American studies. So I'm like, I found that very strange. That did not sound right. So then the next question I asked them, because where you watch the news really matters. So I said, where did you guys get that from? A certain station. I'm sure you know what station that is. So I said to them, is that all you heard about the story? They said yes. And this is what really happens. And I'm not saying every African American does this, but many people do this. They read the title or the headline. DeSantis doubled down on decision to reject African American study, right? So anyone that sees that, they will say, why is he racist? Why would he not want the school to teach African American study? Now, when you look into the details, he said when he received it, it was, the outside was looking good, but then he went in and he really read the information and he said specific part of the curriculum was queer theory, right? And intersectionality, abolishing prisons. And why are we teaching children about sexuality? Why are we teaching children to abolish prisons? Now, we know that society will never be perfect, right? We know that there are people that does bad things. So if they get rid of prisons, where are they expecting to put people who break the law? We need to put those people away from society. So why, and this is definitely something new that we've been noticing been happening. Why is there a need to put all these ideology in these young mind? All children think about is pizza, ice cream, and fun. And they don't think about these things. They don't think about sexuality. A lot of children at a parents conference or one of those parents meetings, and his wife is white and he is Black and his child is mixed, and he said he does not want the school system to divide his family, because what critical race theory is telling children is telling children that all black people were slaves and all white people were slave owners. So imagine you going home and seeing your mom who is white and your dad who is Black. What is that going to do? It's going to cause division in the household. Now, I remember someone said this. I can't remember the exact term, but they said, you could never move forward if you keep living in the past. Now, I don't know if I'm typically from Jamaica, so I don't know. All of us are not from slaves. All of us weren't slaves. So I don't understand why nowadays they find the need to teach children about slavery and about white people is bad, and black people are in this predicament we're in right now because of white people. All that does is cause division. And this is why I voted for Desantis, because I don't want division. Everyone is equal in the sight of God. And when God created Adam and Eve, he created Adam and Eve. We don't know what nationality or what skin complexion was Adam and Eve. One thing I know is that all mankind came from Adam and Eve. And I truly believe that the environment you live in does affect the melanin in your skin. So all of us are equal. Now, Jewish people were slaves. If you look at the Holocaust, they're not poor. They're doing good. They're living good right now. And one thing I noticed about those people, they did not stay in the past. They move ahead. They push ahead. They push ahead in life, and they make sure that their past does not detect or does not change their future. The one thing black people need to stop doing is stop focusing on the past. You cannot change the past, but you could change the future. So I'm so happy that Desantis did this. I really believe that we need to stop trying to impose our belief on children. Children are young minds. Their minds are developing, and there's no reason why we should be teaching them about sex. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.